What's up, guys? Navajero here. Wanted to bring you guys a requested video that they had been asking me for. This is my full collection video. None of this stuff is over $100. So if there's anybody looking to see, Sabenza or, anything crazy expensive, this is not the video for you. But I've amassed a collection of all budget knives, which I am very proud of. I humbly collect, the things that I like. And I will probably get, more expensive knives. But for the time being, I enjoy these knives. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm trying to keep this somewhat compact, not trying to, talk about each knife too much, but please stick around for the end so I can go ahead and surprise you guys with something, all right? So I kind of made them into categories. First things first, the Kaiser knives I own. This is a very special knife. It is the Kaiser Hiccup. This one was a giveaway that I won from Bees Blades, so that's why it's special to me. Really, really cool knife, really fun, fidgety knife. So that's the Hiccup. We got here the Kaiser Towser S. Really has become one of my favorite knives. This is more of a recent purchase, but I absolutely love the action of this. It's super, super drop shutting. It flies down as soon as you hit that lock bar. Yeah, it's amazing, amazing action. Kaiser Towser S. And then we have here the Kaiser Mini Roach, of course. Another excellent budget Kaiser knife. Absolutely love the ergos on this. All of these, I believe, are sporting 154 cm, great budget steel. So yeah, these are all the Kaisers that I own, and I absolutely love each one of these right here. Moving on. Again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on each one. I'm just trying to show you guys the collection real quick. These are my Kubi knives. We'll start from the left right here. This is one of my absolute favorite knives, absolute favorite Kubi designs. This is the Coas, and this is in D2. Absolutely love the shape of this blade. I think it's super cool, kind of like a spear leaf, and it's super thin and slicey. Yeah, I love using this knife, and I really mess with the Tan G10 too. A lot of people don't like Tan G10. I find it very, very nice. All right, and then the Kubi Royale. This is a CM design, also in D2. Really love the drop sheddiness of this one. Also love the design of the overall blade here, and the access to this blade hole is amazing. Also, you can pretty much flick it from anywhere, from the bottom to the top. Really nice front flipper also. Absolutely love this. Colin, I believe his name's Colin Mason Pierre, really did his thing on this design. I think this is a really, really good budget knife also. And then we have the upgraded Coas. As you can tell, I loved it so much, I got it twice. This is the Kubi Coas, but now in 14C 28N instead of that D2. Still super slicey, still has an amazing blade, and now stonewash, which is my preferred blade finish or steel finish. And it has a little bit of purple in the G10 liners here, so black and purple kind of give it a little pop of color. I rock this all through Halloween. Absolutely love it. They also updated the pocket clip. It rides much better also. Gives you better ergonomics also. Doesn't create as much of a hot spot as the one that this older model has. So again, love that Kubi does that. They update their models. They update their steels for knives that, were already good. They make them better. So yeah, I love Kubi. All right, moving on. Let's go with these right here. These are my CRKTs. Starting with this one, the tuna. This is the compact tuna. Nice stone wash on this. This is one of the ones that is riding on bearings. So it's very smooth and fidgety. Bit of a smaller knife, but I really enjoy this one. Not, you know, the most heavy duty, but I enjoy frame locks. That's one thing I learned, especially carrying, you know, CRKTs and stuff. They're not expensive at all, but I think you get a lot of bang for your buck. So yeah, this is a really nice third pocket, or just, you know, if you want to EDC something small. I love that knife. Well, let's go to this one because I really do like that one more. This is the CRKT Pillar 4. A little dirty because all these knives get used and abused. This one, I absolutely love the design of the original, not the original, but the Pillar 3. And I thought, well, why not get it in the, I believe it's a clip point? Yeah, clip point blade. And yeah, it's extremely ergonomic. I love Voxnaz and how he makes his knives so ergonomic. That's definitely one thing that stands out when I think of, you know, his designs and, you know, his accent brass pieces and things like that. I think it's just really cool. Again, frame lock. I absolutely love the action on these also. Whole deployment, my favorite. And yeah, these things just, yeah, they're super comfortable. These are like heavy duty work knives. I mean, I could definitely abuse this thing and, you know, it would keep going and going. Love this thing. G10 on this one. And then I have my, what I'm calling my perfect pillar. I had plans originally of swapping out these back spacers. Unfortunately, the holes don't line up. Not sure how I didn't notice this as soon as I received this one, that the gap between the screws here is much smaller. Obviously it doesn't fit, but I did swap out the pocket clip. So I traded the pocket clip from here to here, and now I have this, which has no writing on here. I got a Flightanium micarta scale that I swapped out, and I did some hot bluing or bronzing to the pivot, and yeah, I made it kind of my own. Love the stone wash. Love the blade shape of this, kind of like a sheep's footy, you know, blade, and the action and the sounds that you make when this thing opens up are what really made me fall in love with it. This is one of my favorite knives. It's such a budget knife and such a like basic knife. Well, not basic, because I absolutely love this design. I think it's, you know, it looks way more expensive than what it costs. But it's, you know, a very kind of original knife that people kind of overlook, but I think it's amazing. It's great. This is definitely the knife I could probably just use and, you know, not worry about having any other knives but this one pretty much. And I'd be okay. I'd absolutely be okay. So yeah, I absolutely love Ergo's blade shape design. Made it my own. That's one thing. I love making stuff my own. So yeah, love this thing. All right, moving on. Let's go into, I think this is the, oh no, I have more. Okay, so this is my Ontario knife, the Ontario knives that I own. We have, of course, the Rat 2 right here. This one is in D2. This is one of the first purchases I made when I started getting into knives. And yeah, this is just a all around great, you know, user knife. You can definitely use this for, you know, camping or bushcrafting or stuff like that. I don't. I mean, I live in the city. I really don't tend to do things like that, but I definitely mess up some cardboard and, you know, get into things I'm not supposed to with my knives. But other than that, I mean, this thing is like a tank. I mean, it locks up super solid. It is on washers, but it's still super buttery smooth. And this was the first snappy knife that really got me into like thinking, man, there's some very nicely tuned knives out there, this being one of them, and it felt better than other knives I had ever tried. So yeah, this definitely inspired me to keep going with my hobby of just collecting knives and, you know, looking out for, you know, good deals and budget knives. I got this secondhand. It is missing a screw, but I absolutely love this knife. Not really as usable now because I've learned that I prefer you know, maybe like sheep's footy or drop points, or just knives that have a tip that's a little bit lower. But I still want to keep this in the collection because it is sentimental to me. It is pretty much, you know, one of the first knives I got. So yeah. And then this one I won on a giveaway, and I'm not sure if this is the exact, I believe his name is Knives and EDC Things. I'll go ahead and put his name up here, and I'll tag him down below so you guys can go ahead and give him a follow. Super cool creator. I love watching his unboxings. He has a lot of videos. He's been doing it for years. He's great. And yeah, I won this on a giveaway that he made for, I'm not sure how many subscribers, but I know he has a lot of subscribers. And this is the only, I believe, lockback that I own, but it is super slicey. I've been using this to garden and to just, you know, pretty much abuse. All the other knives, you know, I abuse them too, but this one gets a little bit more abuse. I throw this in my kitchen drawer for anybody that needs to, you know, grab a knife real quick and open things. So my kids use this, my wife uses this. He also gifted me a couple, like a Mora and a, well, I have it right here actually, I'll show you guys. This right here. I'm just trying to show off my folding knives. I really don't own any fixed blades. This is the only fixed blade I own actually, which I absolutely love the color combination of this. I've used this quite a bit actually. I haven't gotten into fixed blades. I think I probably will soon, but this one I've been using to garden and stuff. I don't really see myself carrying this because it's a little bit too, you know, too bright of a color, but yeah, I can see people, you know, why they like these. But yeah, this right here, I believe this is so it's a Camp Plus Forest, that's what they call it. Nice clip, or not clip point, wire clip, and a clip point blade on this. I don't believe this is a, this is just like a whatever steel, maybe like a 420 or something like that, but it's super slicey. It sharpens up quite nice. So yeah, I use this for, again, gardening, and I just have it in a drawer for anybody to use, so yeah. All right, moving on. I think this is the last pair of knives that I have. The rest of them are just standalone knives. This is the two Gonzos that I own. This is the 753M, I believe. Yeah, really like this knife. Of course, you know, Gonzo, they're a little bit more cheaper and known for, you know, maybe not upright steeling designs, but highly inspired, I would say, to put it nicely. I've been told this is highly inspired by a ProTech model. Not sure, honestly. But yeah, this is a great little user knife. I recommend this one a lot just because it is super cheap. This is 440C, and it's, yeah, super slicey for what it is. Access lock as well. So yeah, pretty cool knife. And then this one, the Gonzo, I always forget the number combination. It's like 9, it's, I don't know, it's 9 something. I'll put it up here again. I stonewashed this, and a lot of these knives, you know, are knives like this one, again, was one of the earlier purchases I did, and I messed around with it, stonewashing it and stuff. So, you know, some of these, you know, again, I really enjoyed because they're the first knives that I really like started messing with and stuff. So yeah, I black washed this, or acid washed this, and stone washed it. Love the wire clip. It is a bit smaller than I would like, you know, kind of a, you know, 5th pocket carry almost, but love the whole deployment. Love the design of this sheep's foot style kind of blade. If they were come out with a bigger one, that'd be better. And it is riding on bearings, so it is pretty smooth, breaks in quite nice. So yeah, pretty cool knife too. All right, moving on. We'll just get this one out the way. This is the, I believe, one of the newer purchases also. This is a Megaron Moyarl crossbar lock. Again, you know, not huge fan of, well, I don't think I've even mentioned it, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of crossbars. I actually, when I first started, loved crossbars. I thought that was the go-to. I was like, I'm gonna get crossbars. That's what I like. But now I've slowly learned that I don't like the detent on crossbars because they are you know, quite mushy and stuff. I like the snap of a frame lock, for example, you know, that of, you know, maybe this Kaiser Mini Roach and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, I understand the crossbar lock and all of its uses and how much better it is, but I just, you know, I don't prefer it. So yeah, I do love the design of this knife though. Drop point, 14C28N, really nice ergonomics, very filling. I call this maybe a almost full-size knife. Could definitely, you know, do some good cutting with this because it is, you know, good size. So probably fit everybody's hands, nice and comfortable. You know, I got a lot left there, so I don't have the biggest hands. So, you know, I can only imagine, you know, if anybody has bigger hands than me, they'd be more than okay with this here. Nice micarta on this too. This was my first Migron, so, you know, pretty good. I like it, but yeah, stick around for the end. You guys might hear something about this. Let's go with this right here again. Crossbar lock, Free Tiger, FT, what is it? 2103. Nice action on this one for it being a super affordable knife. I think like maybe $25, $26. Very nice sounds that come out of this as well. And this is another one that I did my own thing too. Stone wash and acid wash the pocket clip. I changed the thumb studs to these kind of gold brass, you know, colored ones. Acid wash, stone wash the blade. Can't really tell there, it's very abused. But yeah, again, I had fun, you know, customizing this knife. I also kind of chamfered this off right here and took off some of the G10 so I can access the thumb stud there a bit more. So yeah, really fun. Just, you know, working on these knives sometimes, customizing them. Really enjoy that. That is the Free Tiger. Let's go over here. This is my Guardian Eagle, very recommendable budget knife. I think this is one of the ones that got a lot of views and a lot of comments when I first started showing this on my shorts. And I made a couple videos on it. And yeah, a lot of people have, you know, pretty much agreed with me that it is great value for what you're getting. D2 stone wash, G10. You know, you got inset pocket clip with inset screws. You're riding on bearings, deep carry pocket clip, nice milling on the G10 also. Nice and grippy, good size, about maybe 7.5, and awesome looking blade. Nice and slicey, good thinness to that too. So yeah, there's a lot going for this one right here. This is the Guardian Eagle. I believe somebody told me in the comments it was called the Odyssey or the Odysseus or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, you can find it as Guardian Eagle. That is that. Let's get this one out the way. This is the SOG Stout. This is the FL, stands for frame lock. This is a stonewash D2 blade with jade G10. Not my favorite. Reversible pocket clip, deep carry, frame lock, so, and then whole deployment. So it has a lot going for it, especially on the things that I look for, but it's just the action and the stoutness of the actual tension on the flipper tab and all that, which I'm not a huge fan of flipper tabs also, are just a couple things that just, you know, don't make me want to carry this as much. It is a great knife though. It is super comfortable in hand for it being so small. You can put your whole, you know, especially because it has that choil. It's kind of like a, I mean, I've heard people say it's kind of like a Pilar, like the original Pilar. But yeah, this is kind of, you know, SOG's version of it, I guess. A little bit more tactical looking. Yeah, I like the design all around. That's why I got it, but you know, I really don't use it as much. So yeah, that's that. Let's go with this one right here. Gerber Zilch, again, one of the earlier knives I got, but still a knife that I really appreciate for the attention to detail. Love the design of this. Love the stone wash. Gerber, everybody hates them. Some people, you know, do not buy Gerber knives at all. I mean, hey, this one works. I mean, as long as it cuts, right? So this one is one that I recommend, especially for people starting off. Super cheap, super budgety, and you can sharpen this thing and I mean, I've cut myself with this. This thing is super, super sharp. It's just ridiculously sharp. I modded it with adding because it comes on Teflon and the action leaves a lot to be desired, but I modded it putting a brass washer in there. You can see it right there. So yeah, I mean, cool little knife. Not too much to talk about, but yeah, cool little knife. Let's go with this one. This is the Land 842B. Did I mention this is the Gerber Zilch? Did I say the name? It was the Gerber Zilch. Here is the Land 842B, one of my earlier purchases also. Absolutely love this knife. Again, I don't like crossbar locks, but just something about this one I really enjoy. This is running on washer, so it's very like glassy feeling, the action on this. So yeah, you gotta give it a little bit of a flick, you know, with your wrist and stuff, but I really like it. I love the size. I love the design of the blade. And yeah, it has a lot going for it with the G Mascus and the all-around design. I think it's pretty cool. With that thumb disc, it's just a little different. I kind of like different, you know? So yeah, really, really nice in hand too. Yeah, I like this one a lot. These are kind of slowly not being available anymore. I've seen them on AliExpress, but I don't know. I don't know if you can still get these, but pretty cool knife from Land. All right, let's go with this one. This is QSP Canary. You have 14C 28N. If I didn't mention, again, sorry guys, I'll probably forget things. VG10 steel on this Land right here. You know, nice corrosion resistant. Another corrosion resistant steel, 14C 28N with a black wash, stone wash. Love this knife. This is my go-to when I wear like shorts and stuff. I absolutely love carrying this knife, super fidgety. The bearings on this are buttery smooth. I love the size too. This is one of the first, again, I say this is one of the first knives because I'm new to this, guys. I mean, one thing I want to tell you guys is I'm like you. I'm experiencing a lot of these things for the first time. You know, some people have been in it a long time, which I definitely appreciate because I watch a lot of, you know, guys, and I follow a lot of guys that I definitely get a lot of information on. But I love, you know, the fact that I'm like you guys, you know, I'm experiencing this stuff for the first time. And yeah, this is one of the first knives that really, again, the action on this blew me away. The all-around quality for how much I paid, I believe this was like $40 to $45 when I got it. I was blown away, like, wow, this is great, you know, like, this is amazing. So yeah, QSP does their thing. Love the neon green on this too. I think I posted for the first time this video on YouTube, and this got me a couple thousand views on a short, and that's why I kept doing this. So yeah, thanks to QSP and the Canary. Let's go, yeah, with this one right here, CJRB Pyrite. Absolutely love this knife. Very recommendable. This is one of the ones that I always recommend. Such a good, you know, everyday carry knife. Stainless steel, you know, construction here on these scales, and ARRPM 9 steel. Very, very beautiful stone wash on this. I love stone wash and how, you know, CJRB ended up doing it on all of it. Love that. Ergonomically, this thing is amazing. I mean, again, I always say, I don't have to repeat what everybody's been saying, you know. People love this knife for a reason. People keep recommending this knife for a reason. If you don't have one, I mean, and you like knives, I would definitely recommend you get one, because this is one of the better budget knives, if not one of the best. You know, it could definitely make its case for the best, especially the alternate kind of Wharncliffe blade version like this one. You get into cuts so quickly, and you make your cuts so quickly, and that button lock is buttery smooth. So yeah, that is the Pyrite. No, this is not last actually. This is one of my newest, the newest purchase I made, the Remet Rhino. I absolutely love this knife. I've actually been using it a ton, and it comes with a super sharp 14C 28N blade. Strops up really nice. Love the action on this. It has a inset button actuated liner, as you can tell there, if you can see. Super cool locking mechanism for a budget knife. I got this on a Black Friday deal for, I believe, $35. So you get a lot for your money. My Carta 14C, that locking mechanism that is not particular to budget knives. Nice thick set of thumb studs. It's not perfect though, guys. I do have a lot of wobble on the button, and my thumb studs have now become loose. Maybe because I'm using it too much, but isn't that the point, guys? Yeah, absolutely love all the ways you can deploy this knife. Also love that you can choke up on here. I'm huge on choils. I love choils and choke up spots. So yep. Yeah, so love this knife. And then lastly, we're under about 30 minutes, so that's pretty good. This is one that I kind of had a love and hate relationship with. My first knife ever was a Civivi, God, what is it called? Praxis, the mini Praxis. And that one was like, you know, the one I used all the time. So I gifted that one. I gifted it to my dad. I gave that one to him, and I never owned a Civivi after I, you know, started buying a bunch of other knives. I like a lot of Civivi models, but I just, you know, I didn't really feel like I, you know, liked one enough to just buy it until I saw the Cubit. I saw the Cubit and everybody raving about it, how much they loved it. And I got this when Walmart started selling them. So that was really cool also. You could go to your local Walmart and then just pick up a Civivi knife. I thought it was a big deal. I wanted to support that. So I bought it. Loved it when it came out of box, but you know, it had a lot of button sticks. So I had to do a lot of work to it. Luckily, it's finally come to where the action is great. The button is working and it doesn't have, I mean, maybe a little bit sometimes, but hardly any button stick. I changed the thumb stud right here. This is the original one. I kind of sanded it down. And yeah, I didn't want the bright blue. I'm not huge on blue. And I kind of like this finish right here. I kind of like shined up the edges here. Kind of like a, you know, more, I guess, used, you know, look to it. And I stonewashed this. It looks kind of different, the design on there on the knife. This is 14C28 in it, and this thing is super slicey. That's one thing that, you know, I hated the action on it, but I loved how it cut. So it was kind of a love-hate relationship. This one, I went a little heavy on the sanding, kind of put it all the way down to the original kind of, there's a little bit of hue of blue in there, but it's more silver. So yeah, it's like a two-tone. You know, I like it. I made it my own. And yeah, I really enjoy it now. Definitely recommendable. Love the choil here. Again, my choil boys, they rejoice when they see that. So do I. And yeah, this is one of those that ergonomically, I mean, it's ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of like a budget, like TRM. Again, I've never owned a TRM, so I'm strictly speaking out of my ass, but that's okay because, you know, who watches me anyways, right? You? That's fine. But either way, I mean, this thing is super, super cool. See, TRM a little bit, right? Yeah, guys, so I believe, yeah, that's it. That's all the knives I own. All of them are under $100. All of them are readily available. Well, most of them, maybe not this one. But yeah, these are all the knives that I own. I absolutely love them. And like I said, you guys stuck around to the end. I want to go ahead and, you know, I did say I was going to do a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, but, you know, why wait? Why wait with the holidays coming around? I will be giving away a knife. It will be one of these knives, of course. I will only be shipping to U.S. addresses. Only if you live in the U.S., enter this. Only U.S., okay? Please, guys. The hashtag knife life, okay? I'll go ahead and put it in. I'll edit in right here, the hashtag knife life. And go ahead and tell me what was your first official, like the first knife that you got that you really said like, oh, this is cool, this is awesome, this is something that I really enjoy. What was the first knife? It could be budget, it could be expensive, it does not matter. What I will be doing is I will be giving away this Miguron Moyarl, guys. So let's do that. Let's give away this Miguron Moyarl. Let's have somebody use it, hopefully that maybe wants a Miguron and never owned a Miguron. That would be cool. But yeah, go ahead and put hashtag knife like down below. Explain to me real quick what was the knife that got you into this, that got you interested in it. And yeah, we'll go ahead and pick a winner and give it about a week. And I will post a update video on that, guys. Thank you so much also to all the supporters, everybody that subscribes, everybody that comments. Specifically, there are some guys out there that comment on all my videos. I will be actually, you know what, Scatterbrain. If you watch this, email me. I will actually try and find you and comment and tell you to email me. I want to give you a knife. So, you know, we'll get in touch and I'll give you a knife. He's one of my bigger supporters and I always see him in my comments and stuff. So I really appreciate it. Very humbled by everybody that watches. I'm like you, like I said, I'm just a guy that likes knives. I like making, you know, these videos more so, you know, for myself, but for you guys, if you guys enjoy it and get something out of it, that's great too. So appreciate you guys. And I will catch you guys on the next one, hopefully on my road to 1,000 subscribers soon. You guys take care. Later.